got home Sunday afternoon. It's right at 3 o'clock when we got home. And I backed the car in, you know, to the back down the driveway and then into the carport, make it easier to unload. Oh man, I think we brought more back than we took with us over there. But you know, unload everything, take the car, turn around, come back, park it. Then I noticed the flap up on the mailbox, so I walked out there to check the mail. Got the mail out. As I'm walking back up the driveway, I just noticed my neighbor's shed has burned down. It's right beside the property, you know, right beside my property. The whole time I'm unloading the car and everything else, I never noticed it. Turned the car around, didn't notice it. Go to check the mail, walking up the driveway, and look, that sucker's burned up. Of course, I hadn't seen him yet. I was going to ask him what was up, you know, but being as to how my mind kind of thinks about things like that, you know, what could have happened, I'm going to assume for now till I talk to him, because he's a young fella, you know. I'm not sure how old he is, but I'm sure he's probably his early 30s, late 20s. But I'm pretty sure he had a New Year's party over there, and they got to shooting those fireworks because, you know, they had been shooting them back around Christmas. They were already firing off a few, but I'll bet you that a firework found its way over there by his shed, because, you know, he's got a big old lawnmower in there. He used to do lawn services and all for a side job, and his son's got a practically brand new four-wheeler in there, and there's probably gas cans sitting around. But from my deductions, that's what I'm figuring it was. Probably a firework got in there and set it ablaze. But man, there's trees back behind it, way up in them trees had caught fire. Well, that's nice of them. They put the grass in the road, but they at least put a cone out there. But yeah, he had a little bit of a privacy fence back in the back there. It burned it a lot. Didn't burn it up, but it burned it quite a bit. But that's what happens when you get to having too much fun, you know. You just get kind of careless. Not saying they were, but and see, that's more showing my age there, because personally I've never cared for fireworks. When I was young, my kids were little, my wife, oh, let's go get some fireworks. I just never cared for it, mainly because I worked my butt off for the money I had, and then I just couldn't see setting it on fire. But I just ain't never cared for fireworks. I figure if I want to see some, I'll go to wherever the city's putting them on at. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened. I'm just assuming it was fireworks, and more than likely it probably was. But it's an expensive lesson, I'll tell you that. But I hope nobody was, you know, injured or anything trying to put it out. I'm sure they had to call the fire department, because man, them flames was up in them trees. You can tell by the black all over the side of them, and the leaves that are, limbs that are scorched way up high. But I'm gonna have to catch him out there and ask him about it. But Just glad that it didn't come over on my side of the property, because his shed is right up on the property line almost. There is some hedges between the property, and his shed is right against the hedges on the other side. And of course there's leaves all over the ground, but you know, the flames never did come. There's one little bitty spot where they came through, but it, you know, maybe a foot or so, but that's it. But with all those leaves on the ground, man, I'm just glad it didn't get over onto my shed. But see, all the excitement happens when you're not home. I could have went out there. Was a show, Laverne and Shirley or something years ago, where something had caught on fire, and old Lenny and Squiggy's out there hollering, "Weenies, weenies, bring me weenies." And I could have done that. Yeah, that little old boy, I looked across the hedges and I could see in through the burned studs that are still standing there. See that old four-wheeler sitting there, all just nothing but a frame. Frame and a motor. Wheels melted, or the tires are gone. All the plastics, everything's gone. I probably had a plastic tank because it's gone too. Yeah, old fireworks are too dangerous for me. Oh, the tree fell over. Don't look like it had no roots on it. I tell you what, it has been so nice here, temperature-wise. Like in the upper 60s, lower 70s and stuff. We got over there in Georgia. Man, it was cold. I think it was 41 degrees a high the first day we were there. And the wind whipping. Man, that was cold. Even the next day it never got out of the 40s, but at least the wind wasn't blowing. I tell you what, it sure is pretty over there though. You go out there in your front yard and you look in the distance and you see all those mountains out there. Man, it's pretty. Yeah, I'm definitely, next time we go, gonna have to take my bike. Maybe I can hook up with like Blue Viking Doyle or Ray Gregory or some of them folks over that way. Take a ride. Of course, I don't know when the next time we'll go. My wife said, man, that's just too long a drive. She's talking about flying the next time she goes. So we'll have fun, cause I ain't flying. I've had my share of flying. My dad was a pilot, a private pilot, flying the small planes. I rode with him all the time when we were young, and I said I've had enough of that. Never been on an airline, and after watching all the crap on the news, I don't care if I ever get on one. They say, well, it's safer than driving in a car. No, it ain't. Because in a car, only but one or two people get killed. In an airplane, everybody usually does. So you take everybody that was on that plane, and that's a lot of automobile wrecks before you meet that quota. I just wanted to say hey to everybody this morning. Hope y'all had a happy and safe new year. And I'm just going to continue my little old ride for a while. So y'all be good, be safe, take care. See you later. Bye.